If you are a teacher in Texas, I do have some good news in that the Texas Senate has just pushed forward a bill that would increase teacher salaries. However, there is a lot more to it than just that, so let's talk about it. Because there have been so many experienced teachers leaving the field in the last couple of years, just due to everything going on, the Senate Bill 26 is seeking to try to rectify that by increasing teacher pay and focusing on teachers in rural school districts. So, for example, teachers with 3 to 4 years of experience in school districts that have fewer than 5,000 students, they could receive a $5,000 raise. Whereas teachers who have like 5 or more years experience could receive up to $10,000 raise, which is pretty substantial, honestly. Even in teachers with school districts who have more than 5,000 students, if they have 3 to 4 years experience, they can receive $2,500 raise. Those with 5 years or more experience will receive $5,500. So again, while it maybe isn't like a huge amount, it is still pretty significant, and it's clear that they are trying to keep teachers in the education field. In addition to this, the bill does a couple of other things. It increases the teacher incentive allotment, a program where basically teachers could get pay raises in eligible districts if they have kids with good test scores, pretty much. So take that as you will. But it does also ensure that the children of educators receive free pre-K services, which a lot of school districts do already offer, but it's kind of nice to see that this is being codified. An obvious problem with this is that it is not actually increasing the student allotment or the money that school districts receive per student. So it's not really actually going to be solving the district budget issue that we're seeing across the state. It's just kind of increasing teacher salaries, which is nice. However, the other problem with this is that, again, it is not coming from that student allotment, meaning that if the Texas Senate decides not to continue to fund this years down the line, it could end up resulting in teacher salaries going down because school districts aren't receiving this funding. So yes, it is nice. It would be nicer to see them actually funding school districts so that school districts could then provide this money. Another crummy thing about this bill is that it doesn't mention school counselors, paraprofessionals, administrators, basically any kind of school support staff is left out of this funding. So meaning that they're not necessarily going to be guaranteed any sort of pay raises, even though teachers are. So districts, if they're going to want to seem equitable and make sure that those staff are also receiving pay raises, are either going to have to basically foot the bill themselves or try to look for grants, which is a bit of a problem nowadays given everything.